Alright, welcome to week 7 for the GRD AR House project. This week I've been working on expanding the grid-based system into three-dimensional space. As you saw before last week, we had our house model, and for that I need to support, of course, multiple layers within that height kind of dimension. So this week I went for a approach where I updated the system that I'm using to a three-dimensional array system. This of course increases lookup times, but I think it may be more beneficial for understanding checking systems within multiple layers, especially for piping systems or objects of multiple heights, for checking their neighboring spaces, instead of going for multiple stacks of 2D grids, as there would be a lot of interplay between there. But as of that, I added a whole bunch more debug visuals that you will probably be overwhelmed with, which I'll have to dial back and give it a second to load up the grid. As you can see, there's a lot more going on in the scene view. If I turn on gizmos, it's also a bit crazy in the matrix, as I'm recognizing each and every cell division right now, which I'll probably scale back on so I can actually see things clearly. For now, let's turn that off, but as you should be able to see, same system as before, go around placing objects on the ground, lovely, but also now there is some height. Look at that. Beautiful. Having a look at various methods of grid generation, including non-uniform square methods with complete different Penrose patterns and other deformating square-based grid patterns to maybe support more natural shapes in the household. I think I'm going to end up with going for a generic grid shape pattern for standardizing the house planning kind of methodology that is in common household plan designs, and for that I'm going to be using walls in between cell spaces along the edges of walls, which will need to update the corresponding edge cell so that any placed component within those cells will understand where walls are to react to it appropriately. And also I'll probably add some cells filling components that act as recognized walls and floors for interfacing when drilling pipes through floors in certain areas. Has to be a certain thickness, etc. And that's the kind of direction I'll be taking forward. So thank you very much.